I bet you've missed these babies on my face. Woo! What is up, you geezer blokeside geezers? And it's Chris Modern9 here. Burnley 0, Chelsea 4. Ross Barkley is the new Frank Lampard, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a player. What an absolute gem. Wow. I love that man. I love Ross Barkley. I love him. I love him already. Chelsea fans were all saying at the beginning of this season, we need a goal-scoring midfielder. Ross Barkley comes and says, hold my beer. He comes straight out and he's doing the business. He's doing the business. This video is very, very close. Very close to me just talking about Ross Barkley for about 10 minutes. Because that boy, I want to state my intent with this guy, because this guy has, his attitude is fantastic. The attitude that he sets out in press conferences and interviews, and he shows it all by just playing on the pitch and doing what's needed, is fantastic. And I was reading something about Ross Barkley as well, by the way, is that Ross Barkley, he chose not to have a holiday this year. Instead, he wanted to do more studying of the way Sarri used to play at Napoli. Most notably, Marek Hamsik. Because Marek Hamsik, if you remember, he was a very integral part of Napoli's massive run under Sarri. And Ross Barkley has tried to emulate the way that Hamsik used to dictate things at Napoli. And he has done it to absolute perfection. And you think at the beginning of the season when we had players like Kovacic, Kante and Jorginho, I mean, those three players you'd think, yeah, absolutely plays every bloody week. And we all thought that, Ross Barkley was just going to be this one outsider that thought, he's not going to get game time. But Ross Barkley has put in the time and he has put in the effort to actually study the way that Sarri plays. And he wants to be that player. He wants to be that guy in the middle to dictate things. And he has done it in the best way possible. He's got that England call-up. He's been scoring goals. He scored a goal against Southampton, got that last-minute one against United, and has got another one today. The guy's on fire. The guy is on... Ross Barkley is the new Frank Lampard. I'm going to call it. This is the one guy that we have wanted for so long since Lampard's retirement. We just need that consistency in the middle, and Ross Barkley just delivers that. And I'll tell you something, if he continues to play every week, I'm starting to think that, maybe Kovacic was a better idea to loan, because if let's face it, right, if we actually bought Kovacic and not loaned him out, or loaned him from Real Madrid, I keep saying loaned him out for some reason, because I'm so used to Chelsea loaning players out. If Kovacic was bought instead of being loaned in, then it would have been a huge waste of money. Let's be honest. Now, don't get me wrong, Kovacic has been a great midfielder as well. And this is what I mean about Maurizio Sarri being given this headache. We've got so much talent, so many hungry players playing in the middle for our team. It's going to be so difficult for Sarri to keep everybody happy. But Ross Barkley has just been playing everything so cool. He's been showing it on the pitch. He got 2 assists today. He got the assist for Morata, by the way, who also had a fantastic game. Morata got that goal. Obviously, Ross Barkley scored himself with a goal that almost resembled the way Lampard used to score for Chelsea. Just gives you an idea of what Barkley's all about. And then that assist for Willian, for him to score his goal. I mean, like I was saying for Ruben Loftus-Cheek against Bate Borisov, 1,000 out of 10 performance for Barkley. Just 1,000 out of 10. We need that one guy in midfield that can just dictate, be that strong presence, that explosive presence. And Barkley just delivered it today. And it was just absolutely spot on performance by Barkley. I really hope he keeps this run going, because since the last 3 weeks at least, he has just gone from possible starter to absolute 100% starter, in my opinion. I would start Barkley all the time now. Just keep rotating between Barkley and Kovacic at the moment. Kovacic has been fantastic as well. That's what makes this so difficult for Sarri, to see who can actually play in that 3-man midfield. Jorginho was exceptional as well with these passes into the strike. Like, his vision, Jorginho's vision is just bang on. I love the way that he floats balls into the attack, and then Morata can just collect it. Well, I mean, Morata deserved to get more goals, let's be honest. Yeah. Willian as well had a much better game than he has in previous weeks. He was able to cut inside, and he got that goal as well, which was very important and just fantastic. Giroud, a little bit wasteful. I mean, when he came on for Morata, there were a few chances that he had. I mean, he had that one chance where he drove the ball to the far post, and he could have scored that, but he took his shot wide. And then he tested Joe Hart with that header, forced a save out of Joe Hart. But, I mean, overall, it was a fantastic performance. Loftus-Cheek also had a great game as well. I mean, he just followed on from that fantastic performance against Barkley. Got on the score sheet as well right at the end there, just completing the route over Burnley. It was just tremendous performance from him as well. Kepa as well. I've been really impressed by Kepa as well. 7 clean sheets so far this season. I mean, you can't argue with that. I mean, all this, and, you know, you got players like Thibaut Courtois, you know, enjoying life at Real Madrid. And I say enjoying life at Real Madrid extremely loosely, if you know what I mean. You know, we all, don't worry, Courtois, I know, we all know you're enjoying life in Madrid. I mean, it all gets better for you when, you know, Antonio Conte gets appointed as Real Madrid manager. I mean, life is, it couldn't have been so better for you. I mean, I really hope you're enjoying life. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's what you deserve, Thibaut. It's what you deserve. And then you got players like Kepa, who's just playing in your position, probably going to play a lot better than you ever did. And, yeah, life is great. Life is fantastic. So the next game is against Derby County in the League Cup. Frank Lampard returns to Stamford Bridge, along with 2 of the Chelsea loanees, Tomori and Mason Mount. Yeah, it's going to be really good to actually watch them play, because apparently they are eligible to play, because I think Chelsea gave Derby permission to play those 2 guys. And yes, of course, it gives Frank Lampard an opportunity to return to Stamford Bridge and see his successor, Ross Barkley, in action. I'm hoping that Lampard can get an idea of how good Ross Barkley is. And we also get a chance to see how good Mount and Tomori have been doing at Derby County. So, I mean, Mason Mount for Derby has been fantastic. So, I mean, it would have been a bit disappointing not to be able to watch him play. I mean, it's going to be against Chelsea at the end of the day, but it will be good to see him play. It would have been a bit disappointing to not have a chance to see him play. But, yeah. Overall, absolutely fantastic performance today. Ross Barkley, golden performance. Just fabulous. I mean, it's really good to see some of our English talent, English players, playing for Chelsea and absolutely excelling. And of course, you got Morata performing as well, getting on the score sheet. You know, life is good. Life is good. Derby County next in the League Cup. Come on, Chelsea. Let's keep this performance going. I have indeed kept these glasses on all video because, well, it is definitely deserved, right, lads? Let's hope we get to see more of these sunglasses on my face in more videos to come, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey door, and peace.